Cancer! What's going on, everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot. I'm coming at you guys with your July 2022 tarot reading. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I gracefully appreciate it. How are you guys? I hope you guys are well. I want to wish you all a very happy birthday and a very happy and special Cancer season. I hope you guys are looking towards a fantastic one. Just want to say real quick, guys, if you happen to hear the fan in the background, it is my apologies. I know that it might be a little bit loud. It's definitely going to pick up on this microphone, but it is pretty hot today, so do bear with me, guys, and I would greatly appreciate that. So, without further ado, let's begin here for Cancer. What information do we got going on here for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout their July 2022. What information do we got going on here for Team Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout their July 2022. Let's go ahead and begin. Having a look here at the first card out for you, Cancer, we do have here the Nine of Pentacles. So, you could be dealing with an earth sign for a few of ya. Moving on to the next card for you, we have here the Ten of Pentacles, okay, and then moving on to the last card here, we do have here the Death card. So, something here is definitely significantly changing for you at this time. We have here the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Death card. So what this is saying to me is that you're going from a transformative period of being on your own with that Nine of Pentacles and being rather independent to starting to see things unfold. So Cancers, this must mean that everything you've been putting forth, your own effort, all of the energy that you've been putting into situations, all the seeds that you have been planting are now starting to format into the ways that you've wanted to see them grow. So if you've planted seeds here, Cancer, pretty much they're growing in the month of July. That is what I feel like the change and transformation here is representing with the Death card. So Cancer, whatever type of seeds you've planted, you're going to start to finally see them grow. I love that for you. Tell me about this Nine of Pentacles. Why do we have the Nine of Pentacles showing up here for Cancer throughout July 2022? And that is going to be clarified here by the Four of Cups. So Four of Cups here, Cancer, says you've been very focused. You have been on your stuff, guys. You've been very centered. You have basically blocked out everything and tuned out everything that you felt was a distraction in order for you guys to start building your empire. So Cancerian, I feel like jumping into July 2022, this is the month where all your hard work really starts to pay off. For those of you guys who have stuck through the hard times, for those of you guys that have continuously worked on what you wanted to see unfold in your life, this is the time to get started. This is the time to see those seeds sprout, and that's going to give you a lot more motivation here to go even further moving throughout the rest of your month. Let's go ahead and check your surroundings here, Cancer. What's going to be going on here in the surroundings for the zodiac sign of Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout July 2022. Let's take a look. First card out, we got here the Five of Cups. Moving on to the next card for you, we do have here the Four of Swords. And then lastly, for your surroundings, we're going to have here the Empress followed up with the Knight of Cups. So, as far as your surroundings are going, Cancer, we do have here a Five of Cups and a Four of Swords. Essentially, with your surroundings, Cancer, I can definitely say you've been avoiding people like the plague, especially people who have been quite low vibing here with the Five of Cups. Five of Cups usually represents the misery loves company type of energy. So, Cancers, you've kind of made this deal to yourself that you're not going to be a part of anybody's misery. You're not going to be the company here to anybody's misery is what I feel like you've made to yourself. You've made this deal. You know, you've decided here with the Empress card that you really want to outgrow situations that are low vibrational and really kind of move away from people that are low vibrational. What I definitely feel like for you, Cancer, is you've recognized that mindset and morale is really everything. You know, the more and more that you're surrounded by people who are negative, the more that negativity tends to rub off on you. The more you're surrounded by people who are unmotivated, the more unmotivated you tend to feel as a person as well. So this is the recognition of like, if I want to actually start to see my seeds grow, and if I want to find and taste success in my life, I have to make sure that I'm surrounding myself with those types of things as well. Actually, a really great tip to surround people, or to surround yourself per se, with success is to not only be around people who are like-minded, looking for that same success, but you can even start to play the role of a successful person. What would a successful person wear every day, Cancer? What type of regimens would a successful person do? What would a successful person surround themselves with in their material world? Now, I'm not saying go out and buy a Gucci purse or go out and buy any crazy Rolex watch or something like that, but definitely make your surroundings pretty. You know, if you guys work from home, make your background look super dope. Make your background look super fine and super sweet. For those of you guys that work an office job, make your cubicle look pretty dope, right? At the end of the day, the more we pay attention to our surroundings and the more that we make it look the part of success, that helps build and mold that success mindset going forward. So regardless, Cancer, when I'm taking a look at your surroundings here, I really feel like you've cut out a lot of negative people, a lot of negative things. I also do feel like you have outgrown as well entertaining negative people, Cancer. And what I mean by that is that it's kind of hard to avoid people who are not bringing in the best energy. It's kind of hard to avoid people who want to get a rise out of you, to avoid people who purposely want to make you feel some type of way. It is very much so human nature when somebody talks shit to want to go ahead and make sure they get hit, okay? It's very human nature when somebody wants to fuck around to get found out, okay? So essentially, Cancer, it's very easy to really jump right into somebody's negativity when they throw it your way, but to be able to be cool, calm, and collected and rise above that, that's a whole different ballgame. And that's essentially where you're at right now in your surroundings, Cancer. You're very focused right now on just making sure you are doing the best you can for you, making sure that you're constantly growing, and making sure that you are avoiding people like the plague that aren't bringing forth the best vibes, because what you're doing is you're deciding to put out here good energy. Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the energy of what it is that you put out, and you're putting out love, you're putting out compassion, you're putting out positivity, you're putting out success. And remember, what we put out into this universe is very much so what we get back. So I love to see this for you. Let's go ahead and have a quick mental health check-in with you, Cancer, and see how you're doing over there. How are my Cancerians doing mentally throughout the month of July, please? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout July 2022. Taking a look at the first card out, we do got here the Moon card. So I feel like you're being very in touch with your emotions over here, Cancer. Moving on to the next card for you, we do have here the Justice card, which is really cool. And then lastly for you, we also got here the Two of Swords followed up with the King of Cups. Love it. So Cancer, taking a look here at your quick mental health check-in, we have here the Moon card, we got the Justice card, we got the Two of Swords, and we got here the King of Cups. Now, with the Moon card here to the Justice card, what this is essentially saying is that you're recognizing that you're going to have feelings. Some of those feelings are going to be positive, some of those feelings are going to be negative. You can never really control the way that you feel. So by recognizing that you will have both positive and negative feelings, you're saying to yourself, it's very important here to be in touch with what I'm feeling mentally. With the Two of Swords showing up here to the King of Cups, just because I'm having a bad day or just because I'm having certain negative feelings, that doesn't mean that I'm a negative person. That doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. That doesn't mean that I'm a sad person. You know, you're recognizing that it's incredibly healthy to have all different types of feelings on the whole entire spectrum of feelings. It's normal to feel kind of crappy. It's also normal to feel incredibly happy. So you're realizing that it's a choice here to be positive with the King of Cups. It's a choice to choose to put out compassion into the world, even if you're not having the best day. It's a choice to put forth love. It's a choice to put forth positivity. No matter what it is that I'm going through or no matter what it is that I'm feeling, I can always choose to be positive. And this is what I tell people all the time, because there is a massive difference between positivity and between happiness. A lot of people think that positive people are inherently happy people, and that's not always the case. Because when you're a positive person, all you're doing is recognizing that even if I'm going through a really shitty time right now, I still have this mentality to note that that shitty time will pass and that I will get to somewhere better. People who are positive know that the grass is greener on the other side. People that are positive can know that no matter what difficulties they're experiencing, they're going to overcome it. So I think it's so important to recognize the definition of positivity, because most of the time a lot of people equate that to happiness. Happiness is a fleeting feeling just as much as sadness is. Now, when you're a positive person, it's like I can always look forward to something good working in my favor, because I believe that something good will always come out of every experience that I have, right? So Cancers, as far as what I'm seeing for your mental health, I definitely feel like you are on your A game here coming into the month of July. Things are looking swell for you. Now, let's go ahead and see what you can expect going forward throughout the rest of this month. You know, we briefly touched bases at the beginning of this reading that you're going to start to see the seeds you've planted sprout and grow. So that's relatively good. Let's see what else you can expect here throughout the rest of your month. We do have here the Two of Wands. So some of you guys could be coming into a bit of a standstill of where to go next. We also do have here the Eight of Pentacles. Moving forward from that, we got here the Eight of Cups. And then lastly for you, Cancer, we do have here the Devil. So I do see a bit of a difficult choice for some of you guys coming up. What you can expect going forward is a bit of a difficult choice for some of you Cancers, because the Eight of Pentacles here, the Eight of Cups, the Devil, the Two of Wands, what this is giving me is that it's giving me the vibe that you are inevitably seeing your seeds grow, but you have to kind of narrow down what you want to do going forward. because you might notice that one area of your life is going in a very good direction, while another area in your life that maybe you wanted to see grow hasn't gone in the direction you particularly wanted. For example, let's say you guys wanted to follow through on a dream of owning your own business. Maybe that is something you've really wanted, but maybe you haven't really seen that grow. Yet, other of you Cancers who are currently in a career right now, let's say your career is currently in yachting or something like that, you're starting to see your career really, really skyrocket there. It's kind of like you have to go over here and make a choice. Do I go with what's already successfully growing, or do I try to dedicate more time into what's not growing and try to see if that can grow later on? So I think that this is definitely one of the months that I would say to you guys, if something feels natural, if something feels like it's growing with ease, take that path instead of the path that you're finding resistance. I think it's going to be very important to make this note, Cancer. If you want your July to be a heck of a lot easier, don't fight the tide. Do not do things where you find lots of resistance in it. Don't invest yourself into things, I guess, that you find a lot of resistance in. Really try to focus on what is smooth sailing for you, because I think that's what's going to open up really great doorways for you guys. And even if something doesn't appear to be what you have exactly wanted all this time, just by giving it a chance, I think you'll see that it turns out better than you can imagine. For example, let's say right now your career in yachting is going amazingly. You're moving up in the ranks, but you want to be your own business owner. But unfortunately, your businesses that you've started haven't really been working in your favor. Sure, it sucks that what you wanted hasn't been working out, but if something is so effortlessly working for you and it's working for you perfectly, who knows what you could accomplish going forward on that path? For example, with the yachting thing, yeah, you're moving up the ranks. Who knows? Maybe you'll end up being a captain one day. Who knows? Maybe you'll end up owning boats one day. You'll end up owning all these yachts, and then you'll be a business person who owns yachts, right? Taking the path of ease is what's going to benefit you, because I think it's going to get you what you wanted all along anyways, right? It's not so far off from a business owner to a person working in the yachting industry, because if you keep climbing those ranks, you can inevitably be owning a business in yachting, right? So instead of, going down the path of starting your own business, you might take over a business instead. And you're still what? You're still a business person. So I definitely feel like what's super important to talk about here is pay attention to the seeds that are really growing rapidly this month in July 2022. It may not look exactly like what it is you've wanted, but I believe it's going to turn out better. So take the path of ease. Do not take the path of resistance. Essentially, take the path here of least resistance, Cancer, and you will find a pretty easy and pretty fulfilling month ahead for you. And I think it's going to set you up for a lot of success in your future. I do see a situation, Cancer, where you guys are stressed in reference to having to walk away from something that you want. I totally get it. I would be stressed out too, walking away from a dream. I would be stressed out too, walking away from something I inevitably really wanted to have in my life. But I think that the path that ends up working for you effortlessly is still going to get you that dream you're looking for. It's just coming in a different form. This is definitely bringing in blessing in disguise type of energy. Now let's go ahead and have a look here at the overall outcome for your month. What is going to be the overall outcome here, please, for Team Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Moving throughout July 2022, what is going to be the overall outcome here for you? We did have a Queen of Wands come out, and we also have here a Knight of Pentacles. Cancer, you're going to be confidently moving forward. I love that energy for you. I think coming into the end of the month here for you guys in July 2022, not only are you going to be feeling more confident and comfortable in the path that you're currently taking in life, but you're going to see the stability shine in. I really feel for you here that at the end of July 2022, by taking the path of least resistance, not only is your life going to be more stress-free, but you're going to start to see exactly how it's working out for you and how it's working in your favor. So the overall synopsis of what I'm getting from this reading, guys, is like this month is going to be a big one for you, especially when it comes towards terms of success. You guys are starting out watching your seeds grow. You're watching things in your life that you've planted really unfold for you. This is the energy of like, man, I've been working really hard in this area of my life, and I'm starting to see success there. So the more successful an area of your life is, continue to focus there, especially if that success is coming with ease, because you're going to be gaining a lot more abundance in the those areas. Now, when I took a look at your surroundings, Cancer, you're doing a great job. You're really removing yourself from people who have a pretty crappy morale, or people who are just inherently negative, or people who want to cause negativity. I see you really outgrowing those types of individuals. You know, Cancer, you're not popping off back on people anymore. It's kind of just like, I'm not going to entertain any bullshit going forward. You know, I'm here right now promoting peace, love, and positivity, promoting the best energy that I potentially can. You know, taking a look here into your mental health, you have a very strong mental health here. You have a very strong mental in general coming into the month of July. You guys are very in tune with what it is that you're feeling, what's going on with you emotionally, and you are recognizing too that there is a massive difference between positivity and happiness. You know, positivity doesn't mean that I have to be a happy person. It just means that I know that the grass will be greener on the other side. I'm positive that things are going to work out in my life going forward. So Cancers, you know, in this month, with your positive morale, with you guys continuing to take the path of least resistance, with you guys ignoring and tuning out people that are distracting or bringing in any sort of negativity that is distracting, you guys are setting yourselves up for a very, very wonderful future. I really do feel like everything's going to work out the way that you intended it to, even if you can't quite see it yet. By taking the path of least resistance, it's going to guide you to what you've wanted all this time. It's just going to come unexpectedly. You know, for example, you wanted to be a business owner, but your career is skyrocketing right now in yachting, okay? At the end of the day, you may not be this business owner right now, and you might be working through the ranks of being a person that works on a yacht, but who knows? Maybe you go through the rest of those ranks and then you own your own yachting business once you reach the top. Then you became that business person that you wanted to be all along. So taking this path of least resistance, I still feel is going to direct you to where you wanted to be all along anyways. So Cancer, don't fight the tide, baby. Flow down that river. Make it easy for yourself, and you will definitely start to see what you want working out for you moving into the near future. So there is a potential here for this month to be a very, very intense and very, very resistance-filled and very, very stressful month, or there's the easy option. Go with the fucking flow, baby. Go with what's easy, go with what feels right, go with what's naturally already working. You know, the more you keep fighting that tide, the worse you're going to feel, man. Make sure this is a month of least resistance, and Cancer, you will see success beyond what it is that you've expected, okay? All right, guys, I love this, baby. I love it a lot for you, actually. Cancer, happy birthday. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hopefully this was a message that was well received. If it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. If you are new here, totally consider subscribing, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Happy birthday to you all. Enjoy your season, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.